Hello and good morning, and today I thought I'd do something just a little bit different, a bit of a change up, something to connect back to directly with the viewers. And here we are as we head into the 4th week of lockdown. Now, if you're a petrol head and you've got a car, that probably means you've got a car that's been sitting there for far too long. And I just thought I'd make this quick video just to say a few important points to care for your car, because you may not have even considered this. So what can we do to help protect and care for our cars when they've just been sat there for a long period of time and not been moving? There's two very important things, because the government recommendations are we should only be making essential or necessary journeys. And for most of us who've been following these guidelines, the car's been sat there. So the two things that we need to look at are the tyres and running the car just until it gets up to temperature if you're not going to be going out. Reason being, if your car is older cars, when you use them every day and it's a daily driver, if you leave them sitting there, they can get temperamental and really play up. So the first thing we want to have a look at is the tyres on the car. If the car's been stood for a long time, it's really important that you keep the tyres at the correct pressures. A tyre that's sitting on a deflated or even flat tyre will ruin the tyres over time. So it's important that while the car's sat here doing nothing, you keep them at the correct pressure. We can check that by using a decent tyre pressure gauge. Now, if you're not sure of the pressures, in most European cars, in the driver's side door, there is a little panel, a little sticker that will tell you what pressures your car should be at. Now, it's worth checking the sticker because your front tyres, some cars are going to be different pressures to your back tyres. Now, on my car, I know the front tyres are normally run between 30 and 33 psi. Now, it's worth mentioning that you need some way to blow your tyres up at home before you start doing this, because if you haven't and you let any air out, you're going to be in trouble. So normally I run the front tyres on this about 33 psi, you can see. So because the tyre's 2 psi down, I don't essentially have to blow it up, but because I was going to check all the pressures and top up if necessary, I've got myself a pneumatic air pump that runs off the 12-volt supply of the car. Now, the second point of caring for your car if it's been stood for a long time is to make sure that we run the vehicle up to temperature. But plugging in your pneumatic tyre air pressure off the 12 volt before you've started the car may cause you not being able to run the car because it's draining the battery. So my recommendation is you start the car and have it running while you're blowing your tyres up. And that's also going to come on to part 2 of running the car up to temperature, so we're doing both things at the same time. So if we just jump in, if you're like me, you leave it in gear for security. Make sure you're in neutral. It's always a good idea, if your car's got a clutch, depress the clutch, take some of the stress off the engine, wait for any auxiliaries, anything to fire up, and we're up and running. Again, make sure you're in neutral before you let the clutch up. Right, now the car's running, I'm just going to plug this into the 12 volts. Pick up our tyre pressure gauge and we'll come back. Now, the pressure gauge on my pneumatic pump doesn't work very well, but if you overinflate the tyre just slightly, what I can do, because I've got the Draco pressure gauge, tyre pressure gauge, I can put it on, I can pop it on, if I zero the reading, see that I'm slightly over, about 36, and with this I can release air till I'm at the correct pressure. So if I cancel that, I'm about 34, so what I'll do, I'll let a bit out I am now 33. If we repeat that for all the other tyres, we know the tyres at the correct pressure they should be, and you've got no problems of worrying about them deteriorating. If you're going to again leave the car stood for a long time, it is recommended that you just move the vehicle, just so they're not stood in the same place. So while your car's running, just letting it get up to temperature, make sure you stay with the vehicle. Obviously you don't want to leave the car sat running because someone could easily jump in and steal it. So now that the car has got up to temperature, I'm just going to knock it off and we can leave it for at least another week or two. But if you're going to leave the car for any longer, I really would considering just taking it a few feet forward back just to rotate the tyres. Or if you've got an essential journey, absolutely use your car, because older cars do not like not being used. So this is a different style of video. I just thought while we're on lockdown I'll do something different. I know I've been doing a lot of game videos lately, but I'm very, very passionate about Half-Life. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in more videos to come. Peace out.